What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Guys, I want to talk about something that has been going on in the world, which is COVID-19. All right. And COVID-19 has affected many people differently, whether you have thrived during the pandemic or you have suffered. You know, many businesses have been lost. Many jobs have been lost. And for some people, many relationships and friendships have been lost. People have now found out that they're not compatible with one another because the pandemic has really put strains on the relationships. But I think that if I'm a betting man, men are more built for tough times like this. You know, we just are. A lot of brothers look at this as a challenge. A lot of men look at this as, you know, a chance to prove one's masculinity. But with women, especially women who are middle-aged, I feel like the pandemic has affected them a lot more, right? And I want to talk about Taraji Henson. Now, let me say this. I love Taraji Henson. I grew up, you know, watching her on movies, and I think she is, you know, very, very beautiful. A woman that, you know, also has admitted that, you know, she doesn't want to be a strong black woman. You know, she wants, she's a woman that wants to be feminine and taken care of. But at the same time, she was in a relationship with Kelvin Hayden, and, you know, he was the cornerback that won a Super Bowl with the Indianapolis Colts, and then he played with the Chicago Bears. And, you know, she even talks about that she tried to do the therapy thing with them, and it's something that it looks like he didn't want to do it. And I'm going to tell you why he didn't want to do it, most likely. She's 50, although she looks great. He's 37. And I'm going to tell you, when you're a person that is 50, you typically don't change your ways at that age, especially as a woman. A woman has already been shaped and molded, and if you just can't get with that, a guy his age, still a young man, you know, he's gonna say, look, I'm gonna go to 25, give me somebody 24, somebody 30. And for a guy like him, it's much easier to rebound. Now, with women that's her age, it's much more difficult to rebound. Typically, women that are young and attractive, they can rebound from relationships very easily. Somebody like Taraji P. Henson, very difficult for her to find another guy like him. And she admitted on, you know, there was a show that she was a part of. And in this show, she talks about that she contemplated suicide. What? Okay. This was something that she did. She actually went out and bought a gun, and during the pandemic, twice, she thought about doing that. And actually read what she said. Stay music! Let me take you there. So during this pandemic, it's been hard on all of us, and I had a moment. I had a dark moment. I was in a dark place for a couple of days. I couldn't get out of bed. I didn't care. That's not me. Then I started having thoughts about ending it. It happened 2 nights in a row. I purchased a gun not too long ago, and in the safe, y'all, you know, and I started like, if I could go in there right now and end it all. Because I want it to be over, but it's in my head, you know. Thought about my son. I said, he's grown, he'll get over it. You know what I mean? I just didn't care. I felt myself withdrawn. People were calling me. I just didn't respond. I didn't care. And and this is on, you know, Peace of Mind with Taraji. Okay. The real thing that I want to talk about here. This has a lot to do with the relationships I believe that she's having, and then being at that wall. And I'm not being mean. I'm not being, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but I'm just letting you know that this is what's happening. Because once you have a guy that's still in the prime of his life at 37, you're 50, and then you lose him, there's no going back. And what it is, was she realized this. I believe she realized that, you know what? The dating, the relationship part of my life, I'm on the decline. I can't go out and recoup like that. Then just think about, the other opportunities that she's probably not going to have now, because let's just be honest, on TV, 50 for women is not something that they're going to be able to get, jobs very quickly. And what this tells me, and I'm glad that she didn't, do this, because I'm a Taraji P Henson fan. But it just goes to show that older women are taking this a lot harder, right? They're taking it a lot harder. And this is why, again, I would say for women and even guys that are going through certain issues, it's a good thing to, to have friends that care about you, right? And I'm glad that she did, because this pandemic has been tough on everybody. But in particular, I believe it has been tougher on women who are middle-aged and older. Because now it is, I'm thinking that I'm going to be married and I'm going to have a partner going into my older years, to now I'm not going to have anybody. Or what would I say? Anybody that is what I would seem to be valuable. And now here's the thing, here's the situation I want to talk about. A lot of women don't have a problem getting guys. They have a problem getting guys who are valuable. All right? They have a problem getting guys who are valuable. And to replace a valuable guy is hard for a young woman to do. For a woman that is, her age, it's a lot more difficult, because during COVID also, women are having less money. Guys that are more valuable, that have more money, women are going to be, I would say, because what we saw during COVID is that women realized, like, wow, a lot of women that didn't have a lot of, good skills and jobs suffered a lot, right? So there's more competition for men who have resources right now. It just is. I mean, we could call it for what we want. We can say for what it is. But if you're a guy right now, you have resources, you're a guy right now, you have opportunities, you're much more valuable than you were last year. All right? You're much more valuable. During the pandemic, a man is much more valuable right now than he typically is, especially if a man that's doing pretty good. So that's just the reality of things, I believe, for her. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. Check out the first comment pinned to the top. Check out the Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts, guys. Really thank you for all of that. And as you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. Don't forget about the Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts. I'm out.